Hello, beautiful family. I'm back today with another video. And today I would like to talk to you more about emotions. Emotions play a very vital role to me in life, especially at this point. Because once you figure out the frequency, the energy, vibration, you know exactly what I mean. And it's kind of hard. I'm not going to say it's hard for me to try and explain it. But this is an emotional scale right here with the different emotions listed. And it also gives you the number at which the emotion resonates at. And everything underneath, in the middle, everything underneath, this represents also our lower self. And this represents our higher self, which is the three low chakras underneath the heart. This would represent the three chakras above the heart. I don't know about you, but I didn't come to wonder. I came to walk in power, God's power. And the dark ones they want us to think that God is something separate from us, or that we have to go to church and get baptized and get saved. And no, that is not the truth. God lives in each and every one of us. Each and every last one of us carry the spark of God, which is the nature of someone. God is love, which is an energy. You want to figure out the secrets, you think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. The atmosphere, that beautiful air that we're breathing in, resonates at a loving frequency. It resonates at the frequency of love, unconditional love, which is God's power. And that's why I like to ask everybody. I'm talking to all two of you that watch my videos, and I just want to say thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate you. And if it's just only one person watching my videos that I could help, means a lot to me. Okay, so let's get back to this unconditional love, which is God's power. And that's the reason why I like to ask you every time on each one of my videos, what frequency or what vibration are you on right now? What energy are you emitting out into this world? Because if it's any of these low vibrational frequencies, you're walking in your lower self. Which is okay, because you get to choose what frequency that you want to get on or emit. You don't have to live here. And some of the ways to help you get out of those low-lying emotions is to think about maybe a fun time, a good time that you had, and change that emotion, switch it out, or simply give gratitude. Be grateful for something. Anytime I'm down, that's what I use, and it instantly lifts my vibration. I am grateful for today, God. Thank you. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for my wealth. And it instantly, it lifts my vibration. Your emotion, that vibration you on, is your signature to the universe. You are the universe. You are nature. We all contain these 7 chakras within inside our bodies. The energy fields, energy vortexes, whatever you want to name it. The 7 energy centers that's along the spine, which is in each and every one of us and is connected to this universe. So don't think that you have to, your body is the temple. Don't think that you have to go to church, get baptized, and get saved. And no, God lives in each and every one of us. I am happy because God lives in me. And sometimes I forget. I'm not perfect. And that's when I use my affirmation comes into play. I am surrounded by loving energy and everything is good. Because there's times when I slip into these lower emotions and I switch it out. Because if you remain to stay stuck in these lower vibrations, which are not real, you're taking your immune system down. And that's the enemy's number one thing to do, is to keep us in these lower vibrational fields, feeling shame, guilty, apathy, grief, fear, anger. They love these lower vibrations, which is the 3D energy. Because they cannot exist in a higher frequency. They cannot tolerate the love frequency, which is our higher self. So that's why they push the divide. They push the jabs on us. They put the chemicals in the food. They push the medications. They push the music. Everything is to keep us in a low vibration. So we can't experience this beautiful love, unconditional love and frequency that we're surrounded with. That we're literally bathing in it. But if we're stuck here, we can't experience the high vibrational frequencies. And the food has a very lot to do with it. Because right now, this is weakness. Everything, stress, envy, negativity, gossiping. All of these things, that's low vibrational energy. We're here to walk in power. God's power, which is the nature of someone. Unconditional love. Being kind. Treating others the way we want to be treated. Communicating with compassion. Having empathy for others. Uplifting others. Giving nice compliments to others. When we wake up in the morning, be grateful. When I wake up, I get on that grateful frequency. That is the frequency that I choose. It's my choice. I get to choose who I want to be, what frequency I want to emit. And no, it didn't happen overnight. I had to do the inner work. I had to repeat those positive affirmations every day to this day. I had to reprogram my mindset And normally a program takes about 30 days, a positive program, to get rid of those negative programs that society, our environment, school, just whatever we surrounded ourselves with. And it's okay. So know the difference between God's power. You have to choose a side. You're going to choose your lower self, or you're going to choose your higher self, which is your God self, where the power comes in. Becoming mentally resilient, being grateful, being accepting, not judging the other. This is unconditional love. It's just simply respect. It all boils down to treating others the way you would like to be treated. Oneness. Peace. Forgiveness, the very big one. Forgiveness deactivates resentment in the body. Our mind, the mind was created. The body was created to obey the mind. It is a very, very faithful servant to the mind. We are technology. Our minds is a supercomputer. But if we're too busy feeding our mind to processed foods, tons of sugar, you're watching the toxic news, the toxicity on our phones, we will never be able to experience this. So if you're hanging around with toxic people, consuming toxicity, on your news feed, it could be your TV, because your body, your mind is also absorbing that negativity, and it becomes a part of you. I had to go through my algorithm on my phone. Anything that comes through that's negative, that's not supporting my higher good, I just simply delete it. I get rid of it. I unfollow it. And that too, the being distracted, scrolling on our phones, and me too. This is an affirmation that I created for me scrolling on my phone. I do not identify with scrolling. And it really helped me. And somehow I stopped reciting the affirmation, but yeah, that's my wake-up call to start back reciting that affirmation. I do not identify with scrolling. Because what they're doing, they're creating cyborgs. Once you get to scrolling on that phone, you cannot stop. And they play with the algorithm. They send you toxic stuff and things like that they think is going to catch your attention and keep you distracted. Because they don't want you to find out about who you really are. And they definitely don't want us to become this loving, unconditional frequency, which we all are. When we was born, when we were children, we was this frequency. We knew nothing else. Not until we were programmed. Not until we were programmed by our environment. It could be school, different things in life. Then we became our lower self. We know nothing about this until we were programmed. So it's time for us to take our power back. Let's walk in God's power, which is waking up on a frequency of gratitude, being loving to one another, not judging the other, not gossiping or talking negative about the other. All of this is that's God's power. Which strengthens your immune system. Anything negative, we are out of alignment. This is what caused the sickness and things to fall apart within our system. And the doctors can't tell you that. So God's obedience. I don't care how much salad you eat, how much lettuce you eat. You cannot heal yourself without God's obedience. Which is simply treating others the way you want to be treated in life. Being grateful, being forgiving. This is all a part of becoming unconditional love. And you're becoming one with God. You don't have to die and go to heaven to become one with God. You're already one with God. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to thank you for watching my video. I love you, and I'll see you next time.